Welcome to BA Pro. In this video, we will learn how to use times command and how to use if-else conditional statements. This is our sample application. Let's open the previously recorded script. Let's go to Selenium IDE and open the project. I'm opening already saved project with script. Click open. So this is our previously saved script. So this, let's copy and just make it as another instance and just rename that. Today we are going to learn loop and conditional statement, so let's use that name. Let's click rename. So we have the new instance. So here you can see the script is already having a lot of commands. So it initially stored the data and later whatever the information stored that provided to the application, and later it clicked submit and verified the information whether the registration completed successfully or not, and extracted the registration number and used that registration number to search for the record one more time and verify all the data. Let me rename few of the information, for example the first name and last name. So let me give BA Pro as a first and last names. I'm not changing the date of birth. So now if we need to repeat the same test more than once, so we will use that loop, that is the times command. So let's see what times means. So let's go to reference. Here you can see it creates a loop that executes the preceding commands n number of times. So once we have this, so let's see, for example, we need to run this for 3 times. So once we have this information, we need to end this loop. So at the end, we will give the command end. Let's see what end means. End means it terminates a control flow, whether that is for if, while, or and times. So the end we use to end the loop. So next, uh, here it kind of uses the same data. For example, I need a different data. For example, male one time, female one time, employed yes, no, and also a different phone numbers. For that one, we will use a conditional statements. That is if else. Let me just insert a new command here. So for example, I need male for one time and female for another time, right? So for that one, I need something to verify that whether that's a even or odd. So that's why I need a variable. So let me just start with a variable. I'm going to the top and adding a variable. Let's see, store a new variable with the same 3 times we will be executing, right? So 3, I'm giving the target, and the variable name is a count. So for example, if the target means for even or odd, so let me start with using the variable dollar flower braces count and modulo 2 means, for example, if that is, it verifies whether that's even number or odd number. So so for example, if modulo 2 equal to 0 means if that is an even number, I will use male, and for example, if that is an odd number, I will use female. So if success means it takes male, so if that is fails, then it is, we need to use else we need to store female as a gender. So just I'm giving else store female as a gender. So now we have the variability. So for every odd number, the female will be taken, and for even number, a male will be taken. So similarly for employed also. So but here for employed, for example, for every 3 records, I need to consider only one as employed. So as I took modulo 2, Here I will be using a modulo 3 just for a different flavor of the condition. So let me just insert the if condition here also. Yeah, let me just pull this to top. Yeah, if the count, it's a dollar count modulo 3 double equal to 0, means every third record I will consider the employed S. Otherwise, the remaining things should be considered as employed no. So I will use else. Insert another command and say no. So here I'm taking no. So that's the two variabilities we have. We are using different data there, and we need to just kind of end this. So here in the reference you can see for if, while, and times we need to use the end to terminate that loop or conditional statement. Now we have the variability for the first two items, one for drop checkbox and another for drop down. So let's decrease the count also. So because we are considering different count number, right? So we need to decrease the count also. For that one, we need to use the execute script command. So which we learned in the previous video. So the execute script will execute a Java snippet. So here that needs to return some value. What value it needs to return? It need to return count minus 1. So we need to decrease the count by 1. So it works whenever we are using minus 1. So if we need to increase for plus 1 and if we need to add something or decrease something, we need to use a different commands. We will see that in our the next couple of minutes. So let me just also print what exactly it is returning. So let's echo means echo will give us the flexibility to print whatever the information we want. So echo new count is dollar braces count, so it will print the new count also just for our reference. So we are done with the first two items, but now we need the variability for the phone number. So every time I need a new phone number, so for that one, so let's print the old phone number first. So for that one we use echo. We say that phone number is dollar flower braces phone number, so it will print the current phone number. After that we will modify the phone number. So what we will use here is we will take that phone number and decrease that with the count number. For example, you can see the phone number is ending with 99, right? So 99 minus 3, it's kind of 96 should be the first phone number, later 97, later 98, like that. So this also should return something, so we start with the return, and here we will use a math function. So math dot floor, that helps us to increase or decrease properly. If you are decreasing minus 1, that's okay. As mentioned previously, you can simply directly write minus 1, but if you are subtracting something else, it will not work. So that's why we need to use math dot floor. So from the phone number, we need to decrease the count minus dollar count, and that should be the phone value. We need to the value we need to see that should come into phone number. So and let's print that one also, kind of our what is our new phone number. We can see the echo. New phone number is dollar phone. I, yeah, we are good here. Let me see. Have we written come correctly? Oh, I think we made a mistake. That should not be phone. That should be count. Let me just correct it. Yeah. So that's a count. So we have all the required data available here. So let's go and see do we need to do any adjustments or not. Yeah, we are good here. Let's go to the top. Yeah, here we need to adjust one more thing. So the first name last name field will not allow the special characters like spaces. So let me remove that one. So it's kind of BA is a one word. So let's execute the script now and see what happens. Yep, here it started executing, stored the data and executing all the control statements, and you can see the female and employee as the different phone numbers. So every iteration you can see the information is kind of changing. We are validating all the data too. Yep, that's all. You can see it is executed successfully. This is how we will write and use loop and conditional statements in real time. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more videos.